Full screen? Cool. Hey everyone, it's Ellis, and this is apparently the new announcement that was put out by Tencent, which is the parent company / owner of Riot Games, I believe. And this was in Riot China, and it's been translated to English, as the tweet ends up saying. But let's talk about what's going on, because apparently there is no longer a preseason. So the current qualifying session will be extended to session. So I imagine that this means season, but it is translated poorly. Will be extended to January 3rd. The 2024 preseason gameplay changes will land on PBE on November 20th. Gameplay changes will be launched simultaneously on January 9th, 2024, version 14.1. So that's the start of the season. Stage 1 will start January 9th. Stage 2 will start in May. And Stage 3 will start in September. So they're spacing them 4 months apart. So now we're going to have 3 splits. They're going to be 4 months apart. This will cause people who are not active on the ladder to actually rapidly fall down in MMR. So the current way that MMR works in League of Legends, I believe, is that if you don't play ranked at all for 4 splits, I think it's 4 splits right now with the change to the 2-split year, your MMR goes back to 0, or it goes back to starting point. The way that it used to be was that if you don't play any ranked games for 2 years, it sets it back. That's how it used to be back in the day. I don't know if Riot's done anything to change that, but now what this will do is that if you're not actively playing the game, you will actually fall very fast. So this is a really interesting way to sort of like soft reset the ladder in a way, that punishes people for not actively playing the ranked mode of the game. So I do like that. I think the shorter splits are very interesting. Just because I think it also shows people who's going to be more hungry about like playing solo queue and stuff. It's going to be a lot more easy to monitor. There's not going to be as much camping, and then because the splits are resetting, you're indirectly going to get more content in between splits, because pro players and stuff, content creators, etc., will be able to duo more often, at least prior to hitting the Apex tiers, right? So that's pretty much it. Okay, what prompted this decision? In order to prevent players from losing interest after reaching a certain level, giving up ranking or switching to trumpet? I don't know what that means. We decided to divide this year's 2023 season into 2 stages, allowing players to have more precise ranking goals throughout the year. After the mid-year tier reset, more players are sprinting for qualifying in middle of this year than in previous years. That is true. I've noticed that as well. We believe that extending the season into December and then splitting the entire season into 3-4 month long segments would be more effective at increasing player engagement. I agree. For example, some players only focus on qualifying and have no interest in other modes. True. Then after extending the season by 2 months, they can play League of Legends all year round. For others, having multiple stages in a year also means more respite, or even skipping a stage without having to completely sacrifice the qualifying results of the past 10 months in order to take a break. True. With 3 ranked seasons, we can make larger adjustments to the core gameplay at 3 points in the year without affecting the ongoing... Finally, man. Finally! Instead of just having the one mid-season and then PBE, preseason where nothing happens. To solve the main problem caused by adjustment at the beginning of the season, and to update the health of the game like the durability version in 2022, extensive improvements. As the 3rd stage is close to the global finals and the focus of the development team is gradually shifting into next year's major update at the beginning of the season, the adjustments to the 3rd stage will be relatively small. So if people don't know what this means, you guys know I've talked about it on stream multiple times, and it's not the VOD that I have up with Froxen and Truxie. I went on a very long multi-hour walk with Froxen, who is the lead game balancer, or like lead game designer, or what's the exact title? Hold on. Let me get you guys the exact title. Fox. Alright, Froxen. Lead designer, League of Legends balance team and preseason. Okay, so that's his exact title. Okay. So, went on a really long walk with him, and he actually told me that the following year's preseason it starts a year in advance. So right now, preseason for season 13 or going into 14 is already done. And what they're working on right now is going to be season 15. They're already probably working on season 15 right now. That is how in advance everything is actually done. That's that. This adjustment will also allow everyone to stand on the same starting line at the beginning of the year. That's very cool. One of the downsides of preseason... Oh, they're going to hard reset! Oh my god, League is getting its first hard reset in forever. That's what this line should mean, right? This is a hard reset. Everyone's going to be set back to the same MMR. Wow. Oh man. People are going to have to do a real, wow, that's cool. One of the downsides of preseason is when January rolls around, some players may have already mastered the new situation. That's going to be a chaotic first month. You're going to have Diamond, Platinum, Master, Challenge. You're going to have everyone in games with Iron, Bronze, and Silver and Gold players. It is going to be glorious. It is going to actually be... There's going to be a real heavy amount of RNG in the matchmaking. That's going to be so cool. Okay, that's cool. So we found that players who participated in the full preseason tend to be less interested in the new season because they already played with these new content. Finally, we believe that players should look forward. That's true too. Should look forward to this adjustment very much because you have the opportunity to win a victory skin in each stage, and there is to say there are 3 chances a year. That's amazing. So they're gonna have 3 new interesting skins. The adjustment of the gameplay will be released at the beginning of the year together with the ranked seasons to ensure that this is amazing. These are amazing changes. These are absolutely fantastic. Risk management. That being said, we're very aware that rolling out the biggest gameplay changes early in ranked season comes with a lot of risk. We identified and analyzed several of the biggest risks before making this decision. Qualifying and esports stability. One of the most obvious risks is how we ensure that the qualifying professional competition are in a normal state at the beginning of the year. We'll be releasing gameplay adjustments on the PBE early, expected November 20th, to allow time for fine-tuning before the official launch. We'll also release gameplay adjustments in the competitive server so that professional players can start adapting to the new environment before the season starts. From past experience, we continue to stabilize the game environment. The first version of the year brings a lot of volatility to the game, so 2024 should not be too different from the previous year. Waiting for the next January, we'll make a final round of adjustments and quickly roll out the balance updates according to the situation in the first few days of the season. After that, we will continue to make large adjustments in 14.2 and 14.3. Excellent. Response to feedback. We've been making adjustments to gameplay based on player feedback. Since the preseason update was released at the beginning of the ranked season and tested on the PBE first, I want to explain how feedback is handled here. As player feedback may not be immediately reflected in the game until the gameplay adjustment is officially live, come to a big change. Bug reports will be our highest priority feedback. After dealing with game bugs, we also focus on some feedback with specific interactions. Things like how gear affects to related specific hero abilities. So what they're referring to here is like static shiv bugs or like specific itemization bugs with different champions and stuff, or how stat tweaks affect the evolution of a hero like Kai'Sa. In a sense, these kind of adjustments are similar to bug fixes, helping us avoid abusive or unexpected interactions. Software feedback is subjective ideas about key features, such as whether players think the feature is fun, fair, better than before, or whether it should exist in League. We use this kind of feedback to know what we need to pay close attention to. All right, this is all amazing things to read. Reasons to play in November and December too, so that means this year. According to the usual practice, qualifying matches will be closed in the last 2 months of the year, so many players have great expectations for the reshuffle of the preseason games, hoping to experience fresh and interesting content at the end of the year. Since the content of the preseason will be moved to the beginning of the year, we provide the following solutions. 1, the current qualifying segment will be extended until January. 2, if you're not interested in climbing ladders and just want to try out some fun games, that's fine too. Spirit Arena is coming back to the Rift in December. Oh my god! Arena is back, man. Arena's back. Hopefully it comes with a proper ranked ladder and it does have the kind of updates that they said, and hopefully they make it 3v3. And we know that they have the ability to do 3v3 because Hexakill was a game mode, which means that they can definitely code 3v3v3v3 into Arena, and that way you'd get a lot more diversity, I think, and there would be more competition, coordination, and stuff, and that'd be very cool. Numbers of updates throughout the year. And then also, you know what would be really cool? A 10v10 mode. That would be, but maybe that's hard. Number of updates throughout the year. We want to reiterate, splitting ranked into 3 stages and consolidating preseason updates into January doesn't mean we'll be releasing 3 preseason size meta updates a year. Our goal is to have an MSI size meta update for May's stage 2 and a relatively smaller update for September stage 3. Ew. With these 3 known time periods, we can make large-scale fixes to the game and resolve game health issues without players having to wait too long. Now, obviously, the September one is the Worlds thing. So, yes, they're not going to have a major scale change, but they probably will change the patch so that the meta is not the same as summer. Remove the window period of ranked ladder. Adding November and December to your ranked schedule may be good for ranked players only, but other players may be concerned. There's no clear time frame to temporarily stop ranked. Are you ready? We believe that more frequent and shorter stages can give players more opportunities to stop qualifying, recharge their batteries, and come back strong. Still, what we'll be watching the current extended stage closely as okay, excellent. Honestly, all of these changes are fantastic. One, they're saying that there's going to be a hard reset in January of next year. This is the first time in League of Legends history that this has ever happened. Two, the multiple updates throughout the year is going to be really good, hopefully for increasing diversity in the pick ban and just the overall meta and health of solo queue and stuff like that. Three, people are actually now going to be rewarded for actively playing ranked, and there's possibly even going to be more content creation type stuff that is going to be possible for like content creators, YouTubers, high MMR people that want to like duo with their teammates and stuff like that. That's going to obviously be really good. And I think the direction of this is just overall very, very positive. This is one of the best announcement things. I really wish that this came from like Bright Moon and Medler. I think that video would have gone over extremely well. I think everyone would have watched that video and spoke positive of it if everything that we're reading here is actually true. This is amazing. This is absolutely amazing. Absolutely fantastic. Super, super good. Super, super good. Zach Gaming over here farming his impressions here for Twitter Blue. New account starts plat elo. It makes the whole rank system a new account starts plat elo. It makes the whole rank system a joke. Yeah, but people will keep getting set back down. Also, plat is not the starting point anymore. No, isn't it? Isn't it gold or something? But okay, that was good. That was good. That was good. Really good changes. Really good changes. Okay, now what do we do? Now